I got interested in tau because its accumulation is directly correlated with dementia. The insight that I had about 20 years ago was that the progression could be related to this organized structure of tau. Maybe if an aggregate of tau formed in one cell, it could get out of that cell and act as a kind of template to recruit more protein and grow more assembly. The problem we came to realize was that we needed to be able to discriminate the good forms of tau from the bad forms of tau. That turns out to be a rather challenging problem in biology. However, our immune system is actually very good at this, and we came to realize that we could begin to exploit antibodies to begin to target these forms for clearance, but also simply for detection in the case of diagnosis. When I was a resident, I saw an entire ward full of AIDS patients. That ward doesn't exist anymore because we were able to develop mechanism-based therapies for HIV. I saw neurodegenerative diseases as the place where I wanted to make my impact, and I wanted to spend my life trying to figure out these diseases. A big effort in the center has been to develop the tools and really the concepts, the ideas about how to detect the first shape-shifted forms of tau. And at the same time, we hope that we'll be able to offer patients interventions that will actually clear away these bad forms. To tackle this problem, we actually needed a multidisciplinary group. We needed people who were experts on computer modeling of protein structure, people who could do great biochemistry to study how proteins change shape. To solve this problem is beyond any one scientist's capability. And without the generous support that we received, we would have been unable to do this. I'm not interested, really, do you have cell science in Nature papers? And so I took a completely opposite approach, which was to focus on a biological mechanism and then figure out what are the scientists who are going to contribute to that. I want to know, how will you fit into the community? How will you be able to collaborate with everyone else to build an environment which allows this productive collaboration? By bringing together this amazing group of faculty, we have been able to develop the tools to really understand how does tau undergo this initial shape shift, but then ultimately, how can we detect and target them? I think we're really within sight now of treatments for Alzheimer's. We hope patients will never have to experience memory loss or cognitive impairment, and we will treat neurodegenerative diseases much like we now treat other diseases like high blood pressure or hypercholesterolemia. The philanthropic community here in North Texas is literally like nothing I've ever seen anywhere else. The thing that makes it really remarkable, apart from just the scale of support, we've been able to initiate programs that have taken many years to mature, all without external funding. It's hard to express how important it has been to have stable sources of funding that allow us to take risks, to recruit diverse faculty, to have state-of-the-art equipment, start projects that might take years to come to fruition. UT Southwestern is really unique, and I can say from the side of the research, I'm enormously grateful. And I think that where I am right now is unlike any place in the world. When I came to UT Southwestern, the philanthropic support that we had allowed me to bring together this multidisciplinary team to try to solve this problem. We've now established the fundamental ideas that give us a lot of confidence that we're going to be successful. I think with the right kinds of therapies, we can halt the progression of neurodegenerative diseases and basically turn them into preventable diseases.